What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode. It is I, Malik. This is
Tariq. Hey.
Right? Okay, that's what's up.
We got it. We
Look
got
at
it.
that.
That man said that thing so like
Progress.
Progress.
Right? Listen. This is the Holy and Hood podcast. We're excited to join you guys for another week. We got an interesting topic for y'all today. Y'all already saw it with the episode title. It's probably why you clicked it. Nasty self.
Sex.
Right? Welcome to the Holy and Horny. Horny and Holy.
You already know the real nigga coming out the flow, and the flow wavy got a bolo. Oh no, looking like you running out of stamina. Call yourself an animal, cause you know you ain't.
We're here for y'all, but before we get started, producer Matt, I heard you got a question for us.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it away from the sex questions. I know we're about to talk about sex a lot today. So if you have 5 minutes to convince someone with a gun to your head why they shouldn't kill you, what are you gonna say?
If you kill me, you're gay. Yeah, Batman.
Sir, I don't think you can say that. We're going to leave that in. Cancel him. Somebody put that on like the depth of something. And whenever he gets like famous and he's about to like do the Grammys.
Literally, bro.
Just
Drop
like,
it before.
Yo, they're gonna.
Drop it before the Grammys.
If you do that, you're gay.
All right, cool. Okay, so somebody has a gun to your head, 5 minutes. How do you convince them not to kill you?
What are you doing, Tariq?
I might try to appease to like their familial side and say, "Hey, I have a family."
What if you ask you their names?
I would tell them their names, but I mean, like, I would just be like, "Hey, like, I have a family. They love me. They were gonna miss me. They would be super heartbroken. So, can you not do this?"
I'm going to try and go the sadistic route. Go ahead, just get it over with.
See, that's my route, but honestly, because I just want him to do it.
You feel me?
It's just like, sir, thank God.
Where have you been?
Years ago.
I didn't even want to go to school.
Sir, I don't got nothing to lose but student loans, like right here.
You know
like,
how much taxes I paid?
do you
by
have
now?
good aim? Let me help you. Grip it like this.
It's the
Pause.
safety off.
Sir.
Speaking of horny.
Yeah. I understand that though. It's like, bro,
100%.
Bills is
Right?
rough. Bills is rough.
Were
But
y'all the type of kids to pray for the hurricanes to hit, like so you didn't have to go to school?
Oh my God, no,
Yeah.
but what a great idea.
no, I never prayed for them, but I was always happy that we had like 2
Yeah.
weeks off of school.
Yo,
What you doing to get away?
what am I doing to get away? I'm pleading the blood, bro.
My dog said he finna clear and decree.
Matt finna be like, here, sir, lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands.
No, you.
From your belly.
Do you know my Lord and Savior? Nah.
Don't run from the Lord.
Don't from the Lord.
He gonna bust a reverse like Malik did that one dude at the altar.
That boy went to pray for him.
Yo,
What happened?
That was the...
I don't remember.
Malik was at the altar minding his business, bro. No, I think you were actually walking around.
He was walking around praying
Yeah, you
with
were
people.
walking around, and this one dude stopped Malik and tried to pray for him, and Malik said,
No. You forgot a part. Malik turned around and said, "Lift your hands." And he said, "Hold on," and took his glasses.
"Oh yes, bro!" And then Buddy instantly. I said, "That man is a man of God."
Oh man,
Bro, it was in. It was
do you remember this, bro?
funny.
It was
Bro, so funny.
This was before their church was built. It was in the double wide trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
the
why'd
specific
you-
church we saw?
Yeah.
now.
Why'd you take
yeah.
the glasses off, bro? Were you like
No,
Cyclops and
Malik
X-Men,
didn't
bro?
take the glasses
Oh.
off. The dude
Buddy
that
took the
asked,
glasses
yes,
off.
the dude
As
that
soon
asked,
as Malik was like, "Lift your hands," that dude said,
"Hold on," and took his glasses
He
off.
knew. He
already
automatically
knew.
Yes, he knew.
It's like God said, "Get
Glass.
ready."
Glass fling off.
He said, "Wait, these are expensive."
Just got these.
He said, "My mom's insurance only covers one pair." He put him down, bro.
That was the funniest thing I've seen. I'm talking about. I'm mid prayer, eyes open. I'm like,
Bro, I will never forget that. Never forget. What an experience.
he is a soldier.
In the army of
He'd
the
been a
Lord.
pastor since he was 12.
Hasta Malik.
How did we get here?
I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
Oh,
But we're
what?
talking about not dying.
All right.
Well, speaking of not dying, Jesus Christ. How do you know him?
Do you know him?
Do you know him?
I don't know how we're going to go from this to sex, but we're going to go right now.
Well, God invented it.
Sex?
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. So if he invented it, it's good.
It's great.
Very good. Very, very, very good. But yeah.
Sex.
He got a lot of dip on his chip about sex for an unmarried man. But I'm just quick question.
Hey, bro, everybody got a past. Hey, everybody ain't perfect.
That's true. Question. We're going to take all the way back to y'all past.
Oh yeah, let's
Can
do it.
you-
Let's do it. Step in it.
Can
Step
you
in it.
recall your first crush?
My first crush, like very, very first one, like
The first one you
elementary
can
school.
remember. Don't say anything that would get your relationship dissolved.
No.
What
Yeah.
relationship?
You said what? What did he say?
So what
said what
relationship?
relationship?
He was ready. Do you
Speak
want to
for
go
yourself.
first?
Well, you go first
I
then.
have to think.
Who was your first crush?
All right. So the earliest crush I can remember was the first and last time I ever wrote a girl like a love note in class.
Oh.
So we're
What
talking
school
like
was this?
Village Elementary School.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was in. We can say that that's a publicly owned institution, but yeah, I was in elementary school, and of course I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so we had a typewriter. And
Yo, I had one too.
What?
so we had
a
like
typewriter.
it was like maybe so maybe it was closer to like a word processor or like one of those, but like there's no screen. It just like comes up as you're typing.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, like I like you. Like, do you like me? Like brought it to
Probably
class.
looked like a serial killer letter. Typewriters did not type like straight lines, bro. I like you.
So I brought it to class. I gave it to the young lady, and I was like, this is honest. Telling her how I feel. And then all of a sudden, her and her friends are huddled in a corner and they're laughing.
Giggling. Oh, they put you in the group chat.
No.
That is the equivalent today of sliding in somebody's DMs, getting screenshot and put it in a group chat. That is exactly what that is.
It's my villain origin story.
Oh man.
So that's the first crush I can remember.
So now that you said that, I was gonna go middle school route, but then I remembered elementary, and I remember this day. I went to Broward Estates Elementary, and there was a girl, and it was Valentine's Day, and I had my mom bring like cupcake. It was just for her. Cupcake, a card. I signed it. It had like "Will you be mine" on it.
That's cool.
And then but there was only like an option for yes.
I don't like where this is going.
There was only an option for yes.
Deception.
Bro. So or I don't think there was a yes at all. It just said, "Will you be mine?" And she wrote in
response.
She wrote in
Short
no.
form answer.
Oh no!
Yo.
and gave it back to me. And then everything that my mom had spent money on, trash.
Do it away.
Threw it away.
I ain't gonna lie.
When my mom was there though, she gave me like the biggest hug, and then she gave it back to me. She gave me back the card and it just said no.
I would have fought her.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You gonna tell me now?
Yeah, bro. That was rough.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Oh,
What
did you
grade
cry?
was I in? I was definitely sad for the rest of the day. Like the whole bus ride home. I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
rained that day and I just
Dang.
stared out the window. Yeah.
I hurt
Hello,
myself.
darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think.
Hey yo,
I think
is
mine
your
was
story
in-
just as sad? Because damn,
Not really. I mean, I didn't like get
Girls?
girls with this person.
Get girls.
Anyway, I was in elementary
get
as well, but
boys?
I didn't like actually try to get at her. I didn't even like technically realize I was feeling her. I just liked being around her. Like I just considered her a friend that
She
was
make
pretty.
your heart happy.
Flutter, flutter,
Butterfly.
pita pata, tickle me fancy.
All right. Okay.
That's something else.
I like where this is going. You can continue your story, sir.
But yeah, I mean, I just enjoyed being around that one specific person. So, but I didn't really register it as I have feelings for. I was young, bro.
Fair enough.
But yeah, nothing really crazy.
Oh, like you never professed your love. You didn't write them a letter.
Nah, I didn't do that.
Oh.
That's y'all department.
So like what I'll throw out a question. So like what was your like first experience with like a woman, what happened there? How did that go?
What is this question?
I'm just saying, like,
My
I'm
first
just saying, like,
experience ever.
Ever,
It's a
yeah,
woman.
like
like-
shaking her hand.
no,
telling her
like
good
your first
morning.
sexual experience with like the
I don't have
opposite
sex.
sex. You don't have
I've
sex.
never had sex.
A
before.
married
No.
man.
Sex,
A
sex,
married
sex,
man.
sex,
I don't even
doesn't
believe
have
in
sex.
This nigga's
You don't believe
Goku.
it? Bro, you're such a liar, bro.
I
such
don't
a
even know anyone
liar.
who has ever had sex.
Nah, facts.
You don't know anyone who has sex. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
y'all be. Never mind.
Nah, say it with your chest, bro. Say it
My
with
mama gotta watch this episode, man. Just chill.
Mine just asked for the link. Actually, like that before I left here. She was like, "Where you going again?" I said, "To the."
Send her this one
Oh,
first.
send me the link. I
Send her this one first.
said, "It's not even out,
All
lady."
right. Okay, my first ever. I don't even remember.
I remember mine.
I think we started young in the hood.
I remember mine.
I remember mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Young
we
in
were-
the
it's
hood,
always
young,
young.
as Jamaicans, young just,
Yeah, we're
Just
we
young.
doubled up.
Young.
Yeah, I
Too
remember
young.
mine.
But here's another question. Like, I don't want anybody to like air any of their business. We can go back to that one later. Where did you first learn about sex? Like,
Where?
Yeah, like where, when? Like,
Mm.
was it the first encounter?
Nah.
For me, it was all at one time.
Word?
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even know what
wild.
was going on.
Nah. So for me, it was kind of interesting because I was younger than everybody in like my grades growing up. So I was like, I'd say I'd be 12 and everybody else is like 13, 14. I ain't really go through puberty yet, you feel me? So I'm hearing all these conversations about my dick better than yours and da-da-da. I'm like, okay. You feel me? So I'm hearing all these conversations about like guys doing such and such with women, and I'm like,
Yo.
what
No
does
one-
that feel like?
No one wants to touch me. What?
So like that's sad. But yeah, so I mean, I guess I grew up with like a curiosity, but I never really cared to really go and experience it because that really just wasn't at the forefront of my mind at the time. I was a kid. I was focused on just having fun and not getting my ass beat. So yeah.
What about you? Or you want me to go?
I can go. I think I learned about it was at an encounter, but like most of my like conversation was like the school bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I remember-
School grounds is where
I
it went
remember
down.
I remember this. I distinctly remember 6th grade being on a school bus, and all the like 7th to 8th grade boys are like talking about like their favorite adult film actresses, and I am lost
By name?
Yeah, by name.
That's-
I always know you're
as a
sick
child
human
knowing
being.
them by name
Yeah.
is
That's
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
a-
crazy.
You-
As a grown man, I probably know 2.
You're a sicko.
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
Name them. Name them now.
No, I'm not about to name them.
It's okay. Don't out yourself. It's okay.
I tried my best to like stay away from
Amen.
that now.
Holiness. It's still right.
Holiness.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're naming them, and they're like, "Hey, Malik, like, what about you?" And I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't watch that. And then one of the kids goes, "Yes, you do." I was like, "No, I do
Wait a
not."
minute. Pause. I'm sorry. That means they must have watched till the credits. Because how do they know their names?
That's a fact.
How do they know their names?
And decided to read the
They
credits.
be in the title. of
They
the
do?
video?
Ah, you know something. Got him.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and mix words with y'all, bro. Like, y'all, bro, I know y'all my whole life. I don't care what you think. You think I care? Bro, bro.
What was I talking about? Oh,
Yeah, on the school bus.
yeah, on the school
they
bus.
said you do know them.
And then we went back and forth, and he was like, Malik, we're gonna like hold you down and make you watch this video on this bus.
Oh.
That sounds.
And I
Yeah,
was
like something you
y'all
go to jail
niggas
for.
gay. Like,
That's very
I was
wild.
like, hey, yo. Like,
That's the devil.
in 6th grade, you were allowed to
Sure.
say stuff like that. Nowadays, audience, we do not talk like that anymore.
not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
but
all.
in 6th grade, I was like, hey, yo. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, like, so like, it was just a progressive conversation. And I think that informs for some of us, I can do for myself, like our first encounters. Because it was
Yeah.
like, your first encounter is going to look like the first time you heard about it, talked about it, saw it,
Yeah.
which for most of us was in a very non-healthy fashion.
Uneducated fashion.
Uneducated, unhealthy, not considering of another person's feelings type of fashion. But how did you first learn here? Was it a video?
That wasn't my first experience, actually. My first experience came from my mom.
Bless
telling
the
me- telling me
Lord.
about what it was. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I can't even lie. Like, but she was a little too much with it, though.
She went all the way in.
No,
She brought
you're
out the
you're
medical
laughing.
books.
She brought out pictures, like pictures, textbooks. She showed me what like scabies look like, crabs, gonorrhea, all of that stuff. She showed me everything. I also think this was a scare tactic, not an extra.
It definitely was.
Yeah, because I'm scared.
But like she told me hey, this is the penis, this is the vagina, this is where stuff comes from, this, that, and the third. And she sat me down and educated me. Like she told me about what masturbation was, not to do it. She told me what sex was, the context with which it was for, and then just like educated. W mom, bro. Real
Amen.
never did listen.
Amen.
But
Mom, we see you.
yeah, right,
see
right. I love.
We see you, auntie.
I love
We
you.
see you, we
I
see
love
you,
you.
auntie.
I love you. But yeah, like that was like my first like education. Like that was my first like time knowing what it was. My first time having it.
So here's the next question. Moms, block your ears.
Cover them.
Did that work?
No, it did
Hell
not.
no.
It did not work.
Boy.
Did not work. Did not
Hell
work
no.
whatsoever.
So there's this weird gap between it's like, even like we'll call that like a good way, bad way, probably like medium way for you.
Yeah.
What works? Because I think part of even what like we'd like to do is people who are down the hallway from 30 is help anyone younger, older, wherever, be like, hey, here are some better ways to navigate this. Why do you think it didn't work?
One, just because I'm hard-headed.
'Cause
So
it was
that's
horny?
yeah, it was me. I was horny.
That's what he meant. Hardheaded.
Yeah.
Leave that into
No, that's a good one. No,
Immediate relief for real, bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Wow.
Didn't think about it at all.
Yo,
yeah, that's a good one.
Well played.
Well played, my
Let's
boy.
go.
Internet, these are your friends.
Yeah, but no. One, I was hard headed. Two, I think that after that, hearing about it in such a negative light, me being the person that I am, like I unfortunately I'm the person that like at that age I had to touch the stove to know it was hot.
Yeah.
So that wasn't like the best way. Also, like the way it was the way sex was contextualized for me, and I think I don't know if you all can attest to it. It was just like, no, sex is bad. Don't do it unless you're married. That was it. But they never told me like, hey, this can actually be very harmful for you. Not only physically, but like emotionally and spiritually. This can be damaging to you. You get what I'm saying? So it was always something like, hey, you shouldn't do that, this, that, and the third. But then, I mean, I played sports in school. So like I'm at basketball camp and in the middle of summer in the 6th grade, and people are talking about their favorite adult actress.
Oh, so your people knew theirs too.
Yeah, they did, but they were white. Like
Hey, can we? Some of them be weird though.
Bro, no.
I heard
But-
from some of them that
No,
they
and
would
no-
watch it together.
Yeah, no,
As
but
a unit.
yes, that's what they were talking about though. But
Hey,
and that's
hey,
no
watch
offense.
party.
And no,
That's
a unit.
no,
And they have the nerve to look at me crazy when I say, "Why would y'all do that?"
but
They're
no,
like, you
no,
haven't
no
watched it
offense.
with your
No,
bro?
no
Wait,
offense.
with your bro?
No offense. No
I thought
offense,
you were saying
bro.
like, yo, you and your girl or something.
No, them
With your bro.
and the friends
With your homeboy.
Yeah,
They be
no,
like-
no offense if you do that. I
No
mean, no,
offense. It's just weird to me.
It's just not for me. But
It's
like,
not for anyone. Stop it. Stop it.
Get some help.
Michael.
Michael, you're right.
I'm glad you caught that.
But yeah, like that it was always framed as like, hey, don't do this, that, and the third. But then I go to like these public places and they're talking about it, and it's like, actually, this is a really great thing. This is like, we should do this all the time. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like, it piqued my interest because I'm hearing something in such a negative light, but all of these people, they have it in such like a negative light, which we can talk about the consequences of that later. But yeah, so like me, I was just like, well, I kind of want to see what's popping, like what's going on.
See what the
You
hype's
get what
all
I'm
about.
saying?
You see what the hype's all about.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the hype about. So I mean, I think that for me is what like didn't work for me. I think if somebody would have, and then you also asked what does work. I mean, I think for me, like, well, I don't think there's a real right or wrong answer here, but what I think is not only contextualizing it, but understanding like, hey, this is from God, and there's nothing wrong with it inherently unless you use it incorrectly. So I'll liken it to a gun, and irrespective of your views on gun control, right? I know that could be a polarizing topic, but we have seen people use guns for very heinous acts. But we've also seen people use guns to save people.
Yeah.
So if you contextualize it and say, hey, this is for this specific purpose, it should be protected and guarded within this specific context. I think then if you don't just demonize it but don't like over like hype it either, because then like people are like, all right, well, damn what you talking about, I'm trying to see. But like understand that like, yo, this is to be enjoyed for a specific topic. It's not dirty. It's from God. He created it, but it's for a specific purpose because it mirrors something bigger spiritually.
Here's a question. Was at an event this past weekend, and some of the guys were talking about polygamy. And they were talking about polygamy, right? And they were like, and I was like, and they were like, hey, what do you think about polygamy? I was like, oh, they didn't tell you about me before I got here. I was like, nobody told you who I was before I got here.
My reputation did not precede me.
Take your glasses off, raise your hands right now.
Take your glasses off, raise your hands. Come here.
They didn't check the Bible facts.
They did it. They did it.
Oh my God.
The Bible facts.
As opposed to the Carfax?
That's right.
I count you.
No. This nigga finna pick up every reference now.
I'm locked in.
Just make it clear to
locked
everybody.
Oh my
else to know.
gosh. No, so, and I was like, I think it's stupid. And and they were like, I was like, I think it's stupid. And they were like, I was like, you guys told me you're a Christian, so I think it's also something you probably shouldn't be doing. And they were like, well, we just think it's impossible for a guy to like just have eyes for one woman because we just need sex. And I would ask you, this could be controversial. Do you think sex is a need?
You want me to answer?
Yeah. Do you need it?
I need it.
I was dead about to do it. But realistically, no, you don't. You don't need it. It doesn't necessarily sustain you. It just makes you feel good. That's really it. And the only real purpose for sex is to populate. Breathe.
Damn what you talking about. I need it. Damn what you talking about. I don't know what you talking. Yeah, I need that. I need that. And twice on Sunday after church. I need.
He's talking as a married man.
Within the married context. That's
Uh-huh.
I'm just talking about overall as survival. You're not gonna die.
No, you're not gonna die if you don't get it. You might be
But
cranky.
niggas, people,
but,
of course, hella cranky.
but yeah.
But niggas be acting like they gonna die for real.
Nah, I think
just
that's different.
Yeah, I ask. I think you're late for answering because I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, I think one of the reasons we even like talk about like the ways we learn about it, I think when we're first presented with it, outside of like a proper context, and one can argue what that is people present it as a need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, like you just like every 72 hours, if you don't get this, you might turn into a werewolf or something, dog.
Them balls finna turn blue.
I've heard that.
You heard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that. Or
Like, yo, if you don't get it for X
I
amount
legit
of
remember
time,
growing up, and people in church were like, if you don't use it, you lose it.
like,
I remember
falls
hearing
off.
that too.
I've never heard
I
that.
remember hearing that.
That's a
Yes,
Jamaican thing to tell
that
somebody.
Oh,
is.
that's
That is.
Jamaican.
I think that
We
it might
shouldn't
be
have said that
a
at
Jamaican
church.
Them must say, Arnie.
Right? Horny and horny.
thing. Yeah.
But like, because I don't think there's a way to like navigate life and be like a person who is hopefully striving to please God, and also be a human being who has physical needs or physical desires, horniness. I don't think you can properly navigate that if you view sex as a need. It's like, I need water. I need air. Like a need is something like you can't survive without.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of that trip to Guyana, bro. I need the Guyana.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yo, I just dropped the broom and didn't go on.
So
I didn't go on this mission.
perfect story.
We need context.
Yes, perfect
Yes,
story.
yes, yes.
We are, I think I had just turned 18. I think
I was
we-
17.
Yeah, we
I was
were
17
just
at
like
the time.
the 18th year of our lives. And we like go on this mission trip to Guyana. And we're like in a group of young men, and a guy's talking about just like his struggles in this area. And he said like him and his girlfriend were like trying to like abstain and like live a life that they felt was right. And like I think she's sweeping.
And she dropped the
And
broom.
she dropped the broom and bent over to pick it up.
And
he was
that
like,
was it.
He was like, I need it. And so, bing, bang, boom. And then he was like, I just can't. I can't help it. He was like, I think his exact words were, I can't say no to the gina.
Yeah, that's exactly what
To
he
the
said.
gina.
I can't say no to the gina. That's how he said it. That's exactly how he said it.
And so,
funny.
and so I think when we view it as a need, it becomes this thing where it's like,
It becomes the need.
yeah, it's like, oh, I didn't. It's not my fault it happened.
Yeah.
I was just hungry, and I needed something to eat.
They just pop and pee like prescriptions.
Oh my gosh.
I hate you.
What? All right, and so, Laylee, I'll ask you.
Why would you say that, bro?
The nickname.
Why would you?
The nickname. He dropped the nickname.
This
That's
nigga,
what-
he refuses to call me Cole.
That's not your name.
Neither is Laylee. Neither is Laylee, nigga.
We're using our fake names like Marvel characters. Cole.
Like Marvel characters.
Cole, have you ever had like, what is your? I think when like we'll like flip this around, like actual good topics and advice. Like, what is your like biggest regret when it comes to navigating horniness? Do you have any regrets? That's also a good question.
I don't really.
Amen.
I really don't, to be honest.
Have you felt like you've just like kind of used as much wisdom as you could?
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets, Tarek?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess not obviously, but like to me, like I wish I didn't have sex before marriage. I wish that wasn't a door that I opened. Well, did I open that?
Bro, nigga, if you didn't open that, we gonna have a whole nother discussion.
I mean, we could talk about it. I don't really care. Like what happened was happened. Like,
Is this traumatic?
not to me, but like
Would
I've
this be
told this.
traumatic to our audience?
It could be.
We're gonna hold that
Will
for.
this get somebody in jail?
I'm not gonna drop any names.
Oh, we're gonna hold this.
We can cut this part out.
No,
Like,
we're gonna hold until we have a trigger warning button. Until then, welcome back. Welcome back to the story.
Okay,
Audience,
fair
in the comments, just remind us to save the story. We're gonna come back. We'll do
What's going on the
We'll do an
Patreon?
exclusive.
We'll do a Patreon.
Oh my
Patreon
god!
episode.
Yes.
Yo, where things get wicked.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll do a Patreon exclusive.
Uncut
With-
version.
I don't know why y'all making
Put in
this.
hold
Y'all
uncut.
making a whole
Listen, I'm
thing.
trying to protect the audience.
That's fine. I understand that, but I mean, it ain't a big deal. To me.
But you do like wish you would.
Yeah, like I wish I didn't like.
bust it wide open so early.
Oh my Lord. God.
I mean, I didn't have sex until I was like 17, 18. So
Hey, me too.
Early.
So yeah,
That's before I even learned to drive.
First of all, nigga, do not do that. You just learned how to drive
Late.
yesterday.
but
Yesterday, by force too.
yeah, we literally
We
had to
literally
force
had
it.
to, bro. We had to pull up in a random parking lot at like 9, 10 o'clock at night and say we're not going anywhere till you get behind
Until
this
you
whole wheel,
get,
nigga.
Get behind the wheel and
We
drive. It
definitely
was my car.
We definitely be in this lot all night. This nigga cussing us out on the way home, all the way, bro. If we die, it's because of y'all.
Audience, my name is Malik Murray, and I've been a victim of their crime.
You learn how to drive.
Dial
bro.
the number below and donate to prevent a child just like me from being peer pressured by their friends into becoming an adult. Because look at me now. I have bills. All right, anyway, back to sex.
What a transition.
All right, so regrets.
Yeah, I just wish I didn't open up that can of worms. Like I wish I didn't do that. I wish I had like the proper view of it because kind of like what you said, like yo, you can't live a life that's pleasing to God if you view this as a need. And I think back then I viewed it as a need. And I think there's some days where like I get into it and I'm just like,
Take me out.
bro, shoot me.
Kill
Back to
me, bro.
the initial question, bro, shoot me. I haven't had sex in forever. Shoot me. So I mean, like, yeah, I wish I didn't do that. That would probably be my only regret.
What age did you say like you opened the can of worms?
Like 17, 18. I was a freshman in college.
I was 18.
Okay. What advice would you give when it comes to like, I guess we'll stick it to just navigating horniness to you. We'll say 6 months before you lost it, and same for you.
That's a good question.
Repeat the question.
What advice would you give
Mm-hmm.
to you 6 months before you lost
Mm-hmm.
before you opened the can of worms?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what advice would you give to you just about hey, here are some things to consider before you
You
start.
do what you about to do 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm thinking. Next person.
He said next person. I would probably say, well, one for me, I think I was in a place where like I wasn't really like trying to live for God. So like 6 months, honestly, around that 6 month period, I was probably like, I'm done with church thing. I'm going off to college. I want to be free. I want to do all of these things. And I think if it was up to if I could give myself advice, I'd be like, hey, bro, go back to the church. Go return to your first love. Like I would really say that. That would be one piece of advice. Two, I would tell myself to not go to the party that I went to. And then
That's a whole 6 months to wait, bro.
yeah, I understand that, but I would definitely tell them like, yo, like I would tell myself like, hey, bro, like don't do this. And then thirdly, I would tell them like, hey, this might feel good for the 2 seconds that you last, but
It's a long ass time, bro.
bro, it might it might feel good, but the effects of it mentally, the effects of it like spiritually, it can be like super harmful, right? So like you have to now deal with the spiritual shame of it because it's like, oh, you did this thing and you know you're not supposed to do that. Then you have to deal with like the shame from like not necessarily the shame, like the people that like I went to college with, they knew that like, oh yeah, oh he's a virgin. Like I'm like, bro, I ain't had sex. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro, I never this, that, and the third. And then when I lost it, they were like, well,
Yeah.
guess you kind of like us now. You know what I mean? So like, I would tell them that like that shame, like that kind of disappointment from like the other people that were around me. I remember when it happened, like I called one of my friends. I was like, hey, bro. And he was like, his first words were like, I was like, hey, I'm effed up. And he was like, oh, he said, he was just like, just come slide to the room, bro. And then so like, yeah, I would just tell myself that. And then like, bro, like, yeah, fourthly, I think I would just say like, guard your heart, bro. Like guard your heart. Like if you keep opening up yourself like this to people, even from a men's perspective, like, bro, like I'm not saying there's such thing as soul ties. I don't believe in that. But I do think you're opening yourself up to a vast, like a wide variety of emotions that can kind of overtake your life if you let it.
Yeah.
Right. So like one of the fruit of the spirit is self-control. And if you don't tame self-control, this thing will run your life.
Anything will.
Or anything will for that matter. Yeah.
Thank you. That was so beautiful.
We don't even need to answer, cuz.
I still want to know.
For me, I would probably kind of just try to guide or direct my younger self because I feel like around that time I was definitely like looking or searching for, I wouldn't say like a meaning, but I guess let's go with that. I guess for like a meaning or purpose. Like I remember I didn't know like what I wanted to do in life. Like I didn't know if I wanted to go to college. Didn't have like a career choice. I was really like just in that state in my head, just clouded and stuff. And I was really just going with the flow. So I would probably just try to like direct my younger self into like trying to find like some type of venue or craft or even like a trade to get it, like just to keep me focused. Because once I'm focused on something, I don't get distracted. But when I'm not, good luck. So, which is also like why now, especially like as I'm constantly trying to stay busy, like doing stuff. Because if I'm not and I get bored,
I'm trying to stay busy
Haunted.
so you don't get busy. I feel it.
Boy got lyrics.
Bars.
but yeah, I mean that's really it, really, for real.
Yeah, I think so. I think like I just packaged what you guys said to myself. It's like hey, I think something that somebody probably should have told us is like, sex is great.
Someone did tell us that.
Well,
Sex.
Nah, not that one.
yeah,
okay,
our Sunday
never.
school teacher once
Oh.
screamed sex is great a couple of times. But like they could like hey, like
Weird flex, but okay.
right, like we were in like 7th grade. Why'd you like tell us like that? Like
Nigga giving an ad for sex.
we were young.
Yeah, but I was trying to put a timeline on it. Like,
No, yeah, we were young, bro. I was probably like 8th grade going to 9th grade.
You probably were like a sophomore. We probably were like
Yeah, you
freshman,
Yeah.
sophomore, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of things. I remember I read an article about this when I was like probably in undergrad. And it was like, we should probably stop telling people that sin sucks. Because they're having a lot of fun.
dead ass
Like, and I think
in the streets. Like,
Look.
this is fun.
they're
Bro.
like,
what
what are y'all
talking about?
talking about?
And I still love Jesus.
That's a valid point.
I think
No,
what I
but
would
dead
tell myself
ass.
is like, hey, you're gonna have a lot of fun. It's also just gonna hurt you a lot.
Not right away.
Right?
Not
it's
right away.
Not right away.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like you said, like you keep opening, just like the way things affect your mind. Like we can get super spiritual if you want to, but like let's be real, like the way things affect your mind. When you have intercourse with someone, your brain does release certain chemicals, hormone, like they're just science. Like all of this happens. That's
Science.
Science. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
You're getting sued.
Yeah, we can't put that in there.
I don't know if we can or not.
Yeah, you
There's
can,
no way
bro.
there's still a copyright.
Yeah,
That's only
no,
like
you
90
can't
years old at
copyright
this
him
point.
saying it.
Right, but,
But if we clipped it,
yeah, we're not gonna clip it.
Yeah, we're not clipping that.
But I would like tell
the
myself
only
like,
clip
hey,
we have for this episode.
Science.
I'm like, hey, younger us, this thing's gonna be fun. Like doing sexuality your way will be fun for the first go rounds, and eventually you're gonna sit there one day and be like, this ain't it. And then you're gonna be like, I should have did this differently.
Like, people should just be more forward thinking.
Oh my gosh, man, the problems we would fix.
On God.
Okay, so question: when was your like, this ain't it moment?
Ooh.
I don't think I had that. I just been.
It's just never been it.
Nah, let me not say that. It's definitely it, but I also learn from other people's experiences. So I can see certain situations and be like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, why is young lad?
I think that's the first time you ever said that.
The last time.
Yeah.
But I think, and I feel like I was in probably a relationship. I might have been like teens, something like, I don't even remember. My memory is so foggy. But I remember like we didn't even like full intercourse, but I would just like finish whatever Christians thought was okay to do, and I was like,
Soaking.
I've never been a part of that tradition.
You docked?
Do you
I don't even. Think.
you know what soaking is?
No, I don't. I remember you
we're
used to
not-
say like
Where
praying
you
soaking.
you
No,
go swimming
it
and
has-
don't stroke.
No. Okay. So like,
How do we get here?
bro, but like, who were they, Mormons?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's the rumor.
that's okay. So it was rumored that like Mormon kids would do this thing called soak. And so what it was is like, instead of like just having full intercourse, there was penetration and then they would just lay there. They wouldn't like stroke. It's not sex because there's no
Stroking.
stroking, but it was considered soaking.
Oh, I know.
So there's that.
So yeah. So whatever
keep that to
Christian,
myself.
back to your point, whatever Christian,
I'm gonna keep my cup to myself.
Great job. No, I just think I had a moment where I was like, this isn't only hurting me. This is also hurting someone else. I think for me, the moment was like, I'm crazy. I'm fairly reckless. I'd be like, me hurt me. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, now that someone else is brought into this equation, and it's like, oh, this is hurting them, and I was like, no, this isn't. Like, this also isn't the best thing for them to be doing either. Like, this isn't honoring of them either. And it came to this moment where I was like, I can't really love people like this. And it was like, I'm not, this person's best interest isn't my top of mind because I probably wouldn't do it. Like, I probably would encourage us to not do this if I was trying to have their best interest at heart. And for me, that was like my moment. It was like I want to love people better than this. I want to care for people, even in dating or friendship relationships, better than this. And there have been several of those moments. Unfortunately, you do this, you like live life, and you're like, I'll never do this again. And you go to the altar call. You're like, God,
I'd be like, I'm gonna try.
I know me.
I know me,
Nope.
nigga. I'm gonna try my
I'll be
best.
like, God,
I'ma
it's me.
Lane was
Nah,
on.
I ain't never
I'm
did.
never
never did
doing
that.
it again.
No, I'll tell you what, I said that one time. I said that one time during the prayer, and I literally was like, well, I swear. Cause I'm, bro, what? 'Cause no cap. I said that, and in my head, I was like, this nigga sees the future. What am I lying for? Like,
Oh, I think that's another episode right there.
So great. He said, well,
Well, you know, you do
you
know.
you know me.
Thou knowest.
I don't know if
oh man.
You gotta be real, bro. Bro. Remember that video I sent y'all with how I pray? That's dead as how I be
Oh,
praying, bro.
that's
Like
funny.
legit. Yo, my G, what's good?
All right, before we wrap up, closing thoughts. Like, if you could
Like no
tell-
more of them?
What?
Thoughts? Oh, you meant thoughts. Okay.
I hate
Closing
it. I hate it.
thoughts.
I hate it here.
Like, to our audience people and anyone, like, navigate a holy and horny. Like, is it doable? How do you do it? Advice. If you have no advice, like, hey y'all, it's stressful out there. Like, what are you gonna say to anyone if they're like, hey, like, I'm really trying to live for God, but it's just like it's bubbling. And it's just like, what do you do with the bubble?
Pop it.
He said, pop it.
Not like that, ladies. I mean, I just feel like you have to have a personal conviction. If you have a reason behind what you're doing, then you kind of have something to combat, I guess, against your desire or your quote unquote need. So yeah, I mean, once you have that conviction, you won't necessarily be driving off of just impulse alone. You'd have an actual thing to stand on and, you know, move forward. So stand on business and stop being a little hoe.
Clip that.
Okay.
You?
Advice. I would say one, just understand, like, bro, it's not a need, but also like, don't put yourself in that position. Like, if you're gonna be like serious about it, be serious about it.
And intentional.
So like, if that means like getting an accountability partner or like having somebody that you can go to in confidence, that is important.
That is a big one.
In confidence and saying, hey bro, I think we've all had like moments where I've just been like, hey y'all boys, like I was cool for a good 6 months. I am in the dumps right now. You get what I'm saying? So like having that like that relationship with somebody that you can, you know, just join in with prayer and say like, hey, like this is an area that I'm struggling in, whether it be actually having sex or pornography or whatever it may be. I think, yeah, having that relationship and also like just understanding that like, bro, nothing happens without you making a decision. Right? Like you have to actually make a decision. You have to make a decision to keep your clothes on and you have to make a decision to take them off as well. So like, I think just making a decision and standing on that decision. Like, for example, like, one of my coaches said like, oh, like commitment is what you do when nobody is watching, long after the feeling that you said, like after you made that commitment has left, right? So when it's just you, there's nobody else, and you're not feeling as motivated, are you still committed to that decision? That's what I would say. I mean, yeah, that's all I can really say.
And it ain't gonna be easy.
It's not
ain't
easy.
gonna
It's
be
not
easy.
easy at all.
Yeah, like we said, the sex stuff is fun.
Very.
Thank you for the added
And
adjective.
we're having flashbacks. Like, very.
Advice to y'all: go to therapy.
Hey.
Like what for some of us, like we go to sex when like there's another need that isn't met. I'm lonely. There I don't feel this. I'm not feeling that. I'm stressed. It's been a long week. Like things aren't going my way. And for like that, and find people like who you can actually have real good relationships with. Because sometimes some of us just need a connection, and the only way we know how to get there is through intercourse or watching something or being. So figure that out for you, and just keep trying. Right, like you're falling. It's tough. You're horny way more than you're holy. Keep trying.
Keep going. It's a
Right?
process.
Right? Like lean on Jesus. Like, and I remember like really good advice we got. Maybe I think we were at a youth camp, and the speaker was like, "Sometimes you just need to go to God and be like, hey God, I'm really horny. I'm gonna make a bad decision in like 5 minutes if you do not help me out."
Yo, that
I do that all the time.
And you will be surprised.
God, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Right, God, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You got 3 minutes. Like you got.
Or Mom knocks on the door.
I'm getting
Malik.
I'm getting in
I said
the
I'm
car.
on my way there now. Figure something out.
The internet just stops working.
GPS take you somewhere else.
You end up at church. How did I get here? I would like,
That stops working. Dang Comcast.
right? And if all else fails,
You blaming Comcast, but it's really God.
clip this. You got clipped it like screen ready. Screen record this on your phone. Whenever you're feeling horny, look at this. All of us look at this video. We're gonna ruin it for you right now. You guys ready? We're gonna remember. This is serving the community. We're gonna serve the community right now. You're gonna play this clip whenever you're horny. It's gonna be a 5-second clip. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, stop that.
Stop. Hey, put it away. Stop it.
Zip it up.
I can see it.
Hey.
Ugh.
Ooh.
People don't want to see that anyway.
Put it away.
Your grandma's ashamed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, listen.
Jesus is watching you.
I'm Tariq.
I'm Cole.
This was only we love y'all. Deuces.
Real nigga coming out the so-flow. And the flow wavy got a bolo. Oh no, looking like you running out of stamina. Call yourself an animal.